So it's been a little over a year since I bought my M1 Pro MacBook Pro. And in this video, I'm gonna tell you why this is the best computer I've ever owned, even after 1 year. It has 32 gigabytes of RAM and a 2 terabyte SSD, and it costs just over $3,000. Obviously, that is a lot of money for a computer, and I think for most people, the MacBook Air is a better choice, but for me, I need the Pro. This is my main computer. I use it for YouTube and just general day-to-day usage. Around 80% of the time, I have it docked and I use a mouse and keyboard with several things plugged into it. It runs my whole YouTube setup, this 55-inch monitor, my audio gear, these speakers, and more. I do take it off the dock to edit in different places in the house, especially when my son is home from school. For me, having a laptop that can do everything just makes the most sense. You know, I've tried the desktop with the laptop combo, or a desktop with an iPad combo, but it never was just smooth for me. I spent a lot of time copying down files, which for me ruined the fluidity that I need being a content creator and a father. I need to be able to just unplug my laptop and have all my stuff ready to go. That is why I have 2 terabytes of storage. I'm working on large projects, have a lot of data at one time, and I need to keep it until I'm done with the project. I can confidently say that the M1 Pro MacBook Pro is the best computer I've owned even after the year. The keyboard feels quick to type on. I'm very accurate with it. The touchpad is large, very smooth, and there's no dead zones or weird spots. Apple brought back the MagSafe for charging, which has saved my butt quite a few times when tripping over the power cord. Also having multiple USB-C ports with an SD card slot, it makes this laptop a productivity powerhouse. The 14-inch display to me feels like a perfect combo between portability and functionality. Now, admittedly, sometimes the screen can feel a little bit cramped when editing and having multiple tools open, but for the most part, a standard edit feels completely fine for me. If I do need an extra screen, I can use my iPad's sidecar feature that makes my iPad a second display. Also, the size fits nicely on an airplane food tray. I love the touchpad, and this one is no exception. It makes using this laptop without a mouse that much more usable. I don't use a mouse at all when I'm using it in laptop mode, and it gives me enough room to do all the gestures I need, slide and right click and all those things. I can do it on this touchpad. This laptop also has great battery life, netting me around 8 hours of daily usage. This doesn't include video editing since that does tax the system a lot more, but 8 hours of a normal day, checking emails, doing messages, web browsing, listening to music, all that stuff, I can easily get a full work day just on the laptop. When I do plug it in, it's using the included MagSafe charger, and that charges pretty quickly, but I can also plug it in using a standard USB cord too, which is definitely nice, not having to pack extra chargers. Also, when I close the lid, the MacBook goes to a deep sleep mode, and when I open the lid back up, I have the exact same amount of battery life that I did before. You know, performance is something I do not compromise on. I edit videos for a living, and I shoot my videos in 4K, and I use Final Cut for editing. It is so smooth compared to the last Intel-based MacBook that I had, which was more expensive. And it also stays relatively silent during the editing process, even when I'm rendering that video out and the computer is getting maxed out. It's nearly silent. On the top of my MacBook, I did put a skin on there from Dbrand. Dbrand is one of my sponsors for my channel, but they make these amazing skins that can make your device look unique. This right here is the leather skin. It was limited edition and it just looks freaking amazing. I put it on there as soon as I got it, but they have tons of other skins too. Hit the links down below to Dbrand your device. I do wish gaming was better on Apple. Every year it seems like there's a push for gaming, but we're still not seeing AAA titles for Mac, which is an absolute bummer. I would love to play Call of Duty or any high-end AAA games on the Mac, but I still think we're a ways from getting developers on board to making that happen, so that kind of prevents me from having just one computer. The speakers sound great, and even something that is seemingly small, they can sound very big. They sound like it surrounds you at times, and especially in listening to like lossless music, it sounds really, really good.
Yes. The most glamorous resort of all. For tourists, Las Colinas and Acapulco were a magical getaway.
The webcam could use a little bit of work, well, a lot of work, I guess, because it still looks pretty bad. However, I do give Apple credit for the microphone. It is better than expected, and here's what it sounds like when speaking into it from about a foot away. Let me know what you think. So this is the front-facing camera on the MacBook Pro. this is how it looks, and I would say like normal office lighting, nothing crazy, no extra lighting coming in. How does it look? How does it sound? Let me know in the comments. Okay, so this is a third-party webcam. This is the Insta360 Link. This is a $300 webcam, and this is going to be the difference between this and the MacBook's built-in webcam. All in all, the M1 Pro MacBook Pro is the best laptop I have ever used, period. I don't foresee myself upgrading for anything else. Sure, 16 inches is bigger, but for me, this size just makes the most sense. But I want to know what your thoughts are. Do you have one? Are you going to pick one up? Now is a great time to do it. You can get one on the secondhand market for a lot cheaper, and also they go on sale on Amazon as well. Hit my links down below to make sure you pick one up at the best possible price, as I'm leaving those links down below. Kevin the Tech Ninja, have a wonderful day. Talk to you guys later. Peace.